In 2001, 52 gay men were arrested while dancing on a boat. Their crime was being homosexuals, and their punishment was 1 to 3 years of imprisonment, being abused, tortured, and sexually violated by the police, and stigmatized for life. Their lives in their country, their homes, with their families was completely destroyed. The society and the media were completely happy with it. They thought it's a victory against debauchery and sins imported to us by the Western community, which is you, of course. Very few were courageous enough to speak out against this injustice, but no one would listen. To be gay in Egypt, it's like being a midget in a land where everybody's tall as oaks. Everybody's looking down at you. Even yourself, you're looking down at yourself. You think you're nothing. Your sense of self-worth is just not there. The society finds it very easy to accept sexual violence, sexual assault, family violence, and all kind of this violence, but it finds great difficulty in accepting two people just practicing their desires with mutual consent. For me, it was very obvious when I was very young that I was very different. The pink sheep, you might say. Well, I like to play with dolls instead of guns, and yeah, I would watch Titanic and cry. Yeah, it was different. But it was really difficult growing up in a very, very small town where everybody knows everybody. And social values and family values and morals are really important. Practicing your religion is a must. It was really difficult. However, in 2011, when the Egyptian revolution finally broke out, well, I broke out as well. I came out to my family and told them that I was gay. And they weren't really happy. They just couldn't stand it. They couldn't think that their son was a homosexual, that what they watched on the TV of these sexual perverts having sex with each other in public spaces, that's their son. But luckily enough, I had this amazing, lovely older brother that I wish he was here. He just stood up for me. Everyone, while they were shouting at me and saying that I need cure, I need religious instruction, I need to be isolated from all men, he was the one saying that I have rights. I have the right to love whoever I want, do whatever I want, dress whatever I want. I have the right to be who I want. And these words, they just got stuck into my head. I have rights. Everybody has rights. And we need to fight for these rights. I was feeling really guilty for plunging my mother into this sadness. She was sad all the time, crying and thinking that my son is gay, but I felt the sense of relief that now she knows I'm not lying, I'm not faking, and I'm being true to her and myself. But she couldn't just break all the gender rules she was raised up to. Everything she knows about men and women, she couldn't break that. So 4 months later, I just left my home, my small town, all the life I have lived for 19 years, going to the capital, the big city. So I go there, and I find a job, and I settle down, but with my own conditions this time. That was my life now. I make decisions, I am in control. And even though I had all this, I had to stay discreet about my sexuality. I wanted to be a politician, and if there's one thing you can't be if you'd like to be a politician in Egypt, that would be gay. You can't be gay if you'd like to be a politician. So, for another 1 year, I was very discreet. I didn't let anyone know that, oh my God, that's me. No one knows I'm gay, and I'm very successful in my political career, and it's going up. But I knew that I was keeping someone who wanted to burst out. I knew I was keeping my true self inside. I was forcing myself to be someone who I just can't be. I mean, look at me, I'm too gay. So, 2012, the International Day Against Homophobia, I was just sitting on my desk at work and reading all these tweets. People are tweeting against homophobia and talking about their lives and so on. I felt like I can't do this anymore. I just can't. I need to speak out. I need to say how I feel. So I just tweeted on this International Day Against Homophobia, I would like to say that I am gay. And I didn't think that anyone would care. I mean, I had like 70 followers. Who would care? Yeah. So in 2 hours, there was 3,000 interactions on my Twitter page. So it seemed like it's important. I don't know why. But everybody tweeting to me stuff like respect or you're brave or stuff like you're a sinful bastard, you're going to hell, we hate you. I was moved by the positive comments, of course, but I was so confused and intimidated by why did people actually care about me saying that I like to have sex with men. So, as a response to this tweet, I get this sexual rights activist in Egypt. He's tweeting back to me and asking if you would like to meet. So I say, yeah, I never had gay friends, so why not? So I just go to meet him, and oh my God, I find this happy, colorful gay man who's really fey and lovely. And I was just, oh my God, do you really exist? So he's really funny and really himself and really comfortable with just everything. And I was really frustrated, yeah, because he introduced me to all these people who are perfectly comfortable with who they are, and they were just what the society calls effeminate men. And I was just sitting uptight and watching them. I'm like, oh my God, no. But when I thought about it, they are very brave. They are practicing their true self, and they are being themselves with no boundaries. They don't have the same boundaries that for years I have said to myself, watching my body language or what I wear, what I say, my tone of voice. So I felt like this is activism, being yourself every day and just expressing what you want to say or what you want to do without setting limits to yourself. This is activism. So I wanted to do the same. I wanted to be part of an LGBT movement in my country. I wanted to make a difference. So in 2013, I create an Facebook event asking people to tweet and post against homophobia under a hashtag in Arabic that meant anti-homophobia. There has been nothing like this before. So again, I get like 50 people accepting the invitations. I'm like, yeah, sure, we'll do it. So oh my God, no. But the day of the event, thousands and thousands of people were tweeting against homophobia using this hashtag. And it was huge. It was overwhelming. And within the following week, 4 news websites, well-known news websites, including The Guardian, decided to write about it. And that's exactly when I knew that LGBTIQs in Egypt, they are no longer ready to stay silent. No way. They just take every chance to speak out. That's when I thought we need to have a sense of community. We need to have a sense of unity. I had this dream that what if all gays, lesbians, transgender, and intersex in Egypt, they became one. They know each other. So they are one community. So I had this crazy idea, what if we get a group of people that go around all Egypt and finding out about all the LGBTIQs in all the smaller towns and villages and cities and non-popular places. And over 2 years, this idea has developed into an oral history project. And after 2 years of constant effort, work, and a lot of frustration, it's actually active now as we speak as a group of researchers going around all over Egypt to find out about these facts. Right now in Egypt, gay people are still being arrested, violated, and abused by the police and by the society. And right now, the sentence of imprisonment against gay men is up to 10 years. Only this year we had 9 arrests against transgender and gay men. What keeps us going is we know that we can't live in a place that considers us sick, deviants, and wrong. We just can't. You know, sometimes I really think that this is going nowhere, this is impossible. Like, this will never get better, no. But when I think about all these people who lost their lives just for being homosexuals, and all those people who were arrested or are arrested or still in prison right now as we speak and forgotten. And I think, what if this was me? What if it was a friend of mine? What if it was a person I love? This could happen to everyone. We need to live in a country, in our home, without having to go anywhere else, without having to leave our families, our friends, or where we live, our homes, in our places, and find acceptance. It's inhumane that we have to leave to find acceptance. We have to create it where we are. And that's what keeps me going. And that's what keeps us going. Thank you.